you want to reduce the CO2 buildup?
We need a better safety margin. The crew can tolerate a short-term increase, but...
Engineering? Morning, Betty. What, right now? Building 36?
I didn't even know there was a building 36. Must be important. Everyone's here. We got propulsion, aerothermal, flight dynamics.
Anyone know why you're here?
For this. Good morning. We're going to create America's next spacecraft. It's going to launch like a rocket and land like an airplane, and it's going to be reusable.
Can't do that with a rocket.
It's not a rocket, it's a shuttle.
Now it's time to go to the next step. Sketch pad to launch pad. Going to the moon was a camping trip. Now our job is to work and live in space. This vehicle has to do something that we have never done before. Perform 4 key tasks and be able to do them over and over again. There is nothing easy about putting a ship back up into space, let alone a whole fleet of ships. But first, let's talk about the launch. We have never designed engines and vehicles that can be reused. But we will, and once we're in orbit, we go to work. We want to take all kinds of cargo up there in addition to the people. Science labs, satellites, even the space station. And when all the work is done, we gotta bring everybody back home. All right now. Country's waiting. Let's build ourselves a space shuttle.
It's too big, it's too heavy, but we're launching one station on the back of an even bigger one.
What if we split the booster into its pieces? Rockets, fuel tank.
It's supposed to be reusable, how do we get all those parts home?
What if we just throw the fuel tank away? We're running all new processes, procedures, manuals. We've never had to reuse a ship before.
We're also gonna have to build some really big garages.
Sir, what if she lands somewhere other than Florida? How does she get back here? It's a glider.
Buy her a plane ticket home.
Ablative heat shields are heavy, but they burn up on re-entry. We need a more reusable solution. Silica foam tiles, thousands of them, fitted together in one lightweight, reusable heat shield.
Another holdup with the engines? Tell me some good news with the tiles.
The heat shield bond keeps failing. The tiles keep falling off.
So another delay. How long? How long?
1.5 to 2 years.
Well, this is going to be fun to tell my boss. Everybody get back to work. you know when they come home.
The President's message said you go forward this morning on a daring enterprise and you carry the hopes and prayers of all Americans with you. And astronaut John Young, the commander of the mission, replied, "That's a right fine speech. We sure appreciate it."
This launch of Columbia marks NASA's first manned test flight, never flown into space with people on board.
Coming up on the 5-minute point. Mark, T-minus 5 minutes and counting.
After Friday's failed launch attempt, it does appear that the shuttle will take off as scheduled today.
This is the start sequence. Final chase plane.
All morning, NASA's spokesman Hugh Harris has repeatedly assured us that everything is going smoothly. Certainly those involved here today hope that continues.
T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
126 million miles. Atlantis, welcome home.
So guys, this is the Space Shuttle Atlantis. Thank you. This is the real deal. The actual Space Shuttle Atlantis.
Yeah, that's what I heard yesterday. Or heard today, Mark. She was supposed to mark the grade back. That's why she left here.
Okay, so this is the actual Space Shuttle Atlantis.
That's what she's doing. That's what she's doing.
I could talk. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, this is the Space Shuttle Atlantis. I don't quite know how many missions it's done so far. It probably has a sign somewhere. Here we are. "33 missions over." It was in service for 26 years and flew 33 missions. Wow. 33 missions over the course of 26 years. Wow. Yeah, I would assume it'd be pretty hot. The Space Shuttle main engines were colder than Pluto, but their exhaust was hotter than molten metal. Temperature extremes within the main engines were unmatched by any other machine in the world. Wow. Look at the size of that engine. And the tiny little exhaust, or thrust. It's basically where all the propulsion came from. Oh, wow. One big engine. Bigelow Expandable Activity Module, or BEAM for short. Interesting. That's a picture of the ISS. It was all the modules were delivered by Space Shuttle, like the Atlantis. Which, now that I look at it more, it's way bigger in person. Little model of the ISS. Which I totally could go in there, but yeah. It's way bigger in person. So that engine is that. Ooh. Inside the Atlantis. So, as it's been stated probably before, the space shuttles were built to haul satellites, planetary probes, space telescopes, pieces of the International Space Station. The payload bay, that big container looking thing, carried them all and defined the space shuttle. But what defined the payload? The 15-foot or 4.5 meter diameter of the payload bay was set because that was the smallest size module that humans could live in. The length, at 60 feet or 18 meters, was the size of the biggest military satellites. Those two measurements determined the size and shape of the entire space shuttle. So basically, what they're saying is that the space shuttle was literally designed around it. Two measurements. It's kind of funny. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Excuse me. Here is the cockpit. Let's see, what would it look like to you flying this thing? Not a lot of room, that's what I can tell you that. Definitely not a lot of leg room. But, yeah. That is the cockpit, or that's what that's modeled after the cockpit of the space shuttle. There's the little probe arm. Picosat. Tiny satellite. There is, I think, it's a model of the Hubble Space Telescope. And there's an astronaut floating in space. And with that, this is going to be the end of my stream. So thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you guys next time.